Hello there. Let me check if it's recording or not, because I might have fucked it up. No, it is recording. How lovely. I'm probably just having a seizure on your screen, which is absolutely gorgeous. Let me just tell you how good seizures are to have. Not from my personal experience, thank God. The fucking cursor is in the way. God damn it. Anyway, we just rang the bell, which you can actually hear if some fucking cursor. You can actually hear if others ring it in your mind. Blah 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 blah. You're a boy who I've never had to actually use before. You sell homeward bonds. Nice. Karmic justice. What the hell does this do? He sells drinks, which I usually have no use for. The blood bite ring is actually rather useful if you want PvP, and the poison bite ring is useful as well. But we are just going to here get their gesture and fuck off. You can use a homeward bond if you want to, but I'm not gonna waste any because you can just run back. It's not that far away. Especially if you did not rest at Firling, because then you'll be placed there. Although I am going to Firling right now. For two things. One is to get the loot on the bridge that we passed earlier. And the other is to go down. Well, actually, I shouldn't go down yet. Yeah, I shouldn't go down. There's no point in going to that guy just yet, because I don't have the specific thing yet. So do I want to go down? No, it's time for the goddamn demon fight, who is over here, which is why did you respawn? Did I rest at Firling? No, I didn't rest at Firling. Why did you respawn? How the fuck did you respawn? Does killing the things respawn those people? No, because it didn't respawn any of the others. The fuck? I must have rested at Firling then. Nevertheless, I am going to rest here. And upgrade intelligence now. Which is going to be the thing that I bump every stuff into for a long, long time. Even though it's not gonna help me for a long, long time.
Well, you need it.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much for asking. Please upgrade my 200 for me.
Don't get yourself killed.
Well, I'm probably going to, so... Sorry, old man. I'm gonna focus here, so... Just either duplicate what I'm doing, just learn his movesets from what I am doing, or just watch the fight. This is not an easy fight most of the time, especially if you don't have a sorcerer, because make no mistake, it's not going to be enough to kill him, I don't think. But this is one of the... This is the sorcerer's way of dealing with this guy, which is dodge that move and just keep pinging him, but I don't think I'm going to... Well, actually I might have enough, because I have all 30. But usually this guy is really hard to kill. And will remain hard to kill for the rest of the game. That was me being greedy. My bad. But I'm just gonna do this because I want to remain human and not lose the human status, because well, it's I need it, I do need it for one specific thing that's a way off, and I might not get to it while still being fully this, so hopefully that doesn't happen and I can actually maintain it. Here's a demon titanite, which is good for you if you're going for a very specific reinforcement, because titanite chunks are the things used for reinforcements over here. Yes, thank you very much. Give me this. Give me two of them, actually. Titanite chunk. First you need titanite shards, then you need titanite chunk of the specific kind. I'm going for enchanted, which if I remember correctly I'm going to... Well, I'm not going to commit before knowing exactly, but if I know right, you need for enchanted you need the enchanted amber. We are going to get an amber soon. That's what we are going to need the humanity for. And it's very important that you do it while you have a person in your party, if you can call it a party. Because otherwise, if you do it without her, then she won't show up when you really fucking no. My fault really, but annoying nonetheless. So you'll need a humanity to use if you fuck up like I did and fuck yourself off the ledge. Because if you don't clear a boss, which we'll be fighting soon, an optional boss, then you won't be able to summon her on a much later, not optional boss, which is a lot harder to kill and a lot more important. I'm not sure if I can actually kill it with the Cylinder. I hopefully can. I don't need to upgrade a completely different weapon fully as well to kill him. Also, I just realized... no, actually, I'm actually more fine than it would be normal. We're going to be using some ace strategies soon enough to sequence skip a bit. So... okay, I'm just gonna shoot these guys down. Ow, you hurt like a bitch. You're supposed to me hurting like a bitch. I am a bitch, so it would make sense if I hurt like that, but I did not. I'm actually rather weak right now, because if I was doing this normally, I would have pumped all of my points back there into sorcery, but not strength instead of sorcery, which is the usual build. But in long term, that's not gonna help me in any way. Is one thing that is very important here, which is this. If you don't know that this is here, then you need to run through all of that again and again and again every time you die, and you might die a bunch dependent on how much of a dig the boss wants to be honest. Either way, you need to go down here. Don't you worry, this isn't the boss, just cross it. And here is the first place you go if you aren't hollow. If you are hollow, then you definitely want to go this way first. Because I am hollow, and you might be as well. I'm going to be showing that off first. And if not, then I'll put up a timestamp to where you want to go instantly of when you are not hollow. Also, that guy just fell through the world. Apparently his people needed him because he disguised the mole man. Don't ask me about these trees. I have no fucking clue what they're about. But they're fucking weird, aren't they? Well. And we meet these guys here. Well, you met him earlier if you didn't notice that. Oh fuck, the bloody bastard's awake. I'm gonna just shoot this guy dead then. Or are you gonna... oh, you're gonna do that. Then I'm just gonna attack. Basically what that does is that you can't roll anymore, and stamina regenerates a lot slower when you're near him. It does wear off after a time, but I would recommend that if you don't have a shield, then you fix that and get something, or at least block with your blade, because you would need it. That did not stagger, but I was too low for him to actually hit me, which is hilarious. Also, I'm just hoping to God that I get a... what the hell are you doing? You fool! I'm an even bigger fool. I am an even bigger fool. Ow, ow, ow. Well, bitches like you get shot like a fucking dog in the back of an alley. And that went through the floor as well. Apparently all of these are mole-man secretly. Or mole lizards, or whatever the fuck. Those enemies are the weirdest fucking shit, because you never meet them anywhere else. This is the only place they show up. And they're fucking inexplicable, to be honest. Here is the boy, guarding the thing you want. Especially if you're going for PvP. If you are going for PvP, the thing behind this guy is the most important thing in the world. Ah, ho. I'm just gonna take the opportunity to heal. I just cower behind a shield. They're slow as hell, but don't underestimate them because you will die. Instead of this is why you want to go this way, not this way first if you aren't hollow, because you might die when first fighting these fuckers. And I wouldn't blame you. I mean, they are slow, but if you are also with a slow weapon like I am, then they can be pretty nightmarish. And here is our second ring of the game, because I didn't get the Tiny Beings ring, which you could start with, which is practically useless and is given to you much later in the game. If you go with my favorite character in the game. Yes, I do love that guy more than Solar, if you know who I'm talking about. He is the one that resembles an onion more than anything, and his head likes to spin whenever he rolls, which unfortunately we don't see. Oi oi, don't fucking fall off a cliff me, don't be an idiot. Anyway, let's go this way. So yeah, this is just basically this garden spot which we are going to be going through. That's going to be the entire video, and we're going to fully clear it like we have done with everything else. We are going to go back to Undead Berg, but that's for a different reason and for a different area and for a different boss as well. So that's lovely. I don't know if I should put. I think I'm gonna cut it off before. I'm gonna cut it off after killing the Moonlight Butterfly, but and then put it into this other pit. Yeah, you just wanna get over here, get this, and then get the fuck out. I would recommend that more than anything. And now I fucked that one up, but anyway, I'm being followed by a lot of people. Actually, less people than I expected. Oh, that hurts. Everything hurts. My life hurts. In fact, I'm. You don't want to gather items while you're still being attacked. But I'm an idiot, so. Also, I shouldn't. God fucking damn it. Heal to full. I'm not gonna be attempting the boss fight here anyway, yet. Because you need, as I said before, you can't be hollow for that. Especially if you don't have a sorcery. Because that boss is basically impossible to kill. Unless you try hard a lot. Or you have a sorcery. I'm just gonna shoot you from a mile away, because fuck you. You're too slow. Kill me. Here is a thing that I tried to reveal earlier, but the game bugged that. Anyway, and again, the game didn't let me. Also, you can't attack things while they are down, so... When if you're asking yourself why I'm letting them get up, is because I don't have a choice. Oh. Oh, holy shit. Those can actually drop over here. I mean, I've never had to use one, but It's weird, I didn't even know that these things drop that. Anyway, this is the last thing. I don't know why I went all the way over here to just kill this thing. Apparently I just have some bitter hatred towards him. Now that you've got all of that, you run all the way back. And rest of the bonfire. And level up once, most likely. Also there's a side area over here, but you definitely do not want to go over there unless you've already cleared everything else. This guy comes from over there, but he isn't always aggroed. He's usually not aggroed when he first starts, but after that you move a bit and then he gets aggroed. Because he gets in range, because he walks all around the world. Around the world, around the world. I didn't get the fucking unhollowing. Great. Alright, so what you do is you get the humanity out again. You definitely do not want to kindle this bonfire. I tell you, it's fucking pointless. Also, remember that elite gear? Yeah, we're gonna equip some of it, not all of it, because I don't want a fat troll, especially not before this boss fight. There we go, not fat trolling still. No, now I'm fat. What the hell? I guess I'm only going to put on the gloves for now. So now you're going to do this hollowing. And I look like a human being instead of a charred corpse. How lovely. So, now what you will do is there's a couple of reasons why you want to go this way. One is because after you kill the boss, behind it is something that you need, and if you don't have it, then you can't get the best ring in the game. So it's very important. And the other thing is because there is an ember behind it, especially so if you're going for a faith build and miracles, then I would highly recommend going this way and killing this boss. I will recommend killing this boss anyway, because it gives a whole bunch of souls. Sorry, I'm just concentrating because I don't want to lose a fucking humanity for no reason. Other than me being shit, which isn't a good reason. Oof. Although I now only have 4 Estus flasks, which is not very fun. Hopefully it works for, I can do it first time. Yeah, I'm medium roll, good. Okay. Phantom Witch Beatrice. Heyo. So. Here is the moonfight cunt. Moonlight Butterfly. And I'm too far away to use sorcerers. Great. If that hits you, you die. Also, I deal no damage. This is why you want Beatrice, by the way. Bows? No, you don't have the chance to ever use bows against this thing. Phew. I'm not sure what that spell is actually. I'm not sure if it is even like a spell you can use. That doesn't insta-kill you, but it does do a fuck ton of damage. And it will always hit Beatrice. Oh, you idiot. You fucking idiot. Get out. That's the position you can hit him if you have no sorcerer and no Beatrice. Which you definitely want your Beatrice. Thank you, Beatrice. Bye, Beatrice. And that's it. And I will use a homeward bone here, because... No, actually... I'm going to, because I'm way too fucking lazy. And I beat it first try, so no humanity was wasted. I even got the one I used back, so... It's lovely. And up here... all the way up... is a dead blacksmith, or a petrified blacksmith. Watchtower basement again. Very important. And a divine ember. And a homeboard, because they want to give it to you after you could get it. After, so you didn't go before. Also removes parasitic egg from body. Yeah, that's what that's good for, although I'm not going to get it, and you probably won't get it. But now you know that you need to farm those if you have parasitic egg on your body. What do you want to upgrade? I want to still upgrade my friend. I'm going to put one more into endurance. You know what? I'm going full defensive on these two levels. Vitality, endurance. Endurance upgrades carry weight, which is the thing determining if you are going to slow or fat roll, or well, slow and fat roll are the same thing. Medium roll or fat roll, or quick roll. And other one is your stamina. And vitality basically ups your resistances by fucking nothing, and also just gives your health. And that is the thing that most people upgrade it for, because they are not trying to mid-max their resistances, because resistances are fucking worthless. Out of the way. I have places to poo. Places. Yeah. Oh, he's coming with me on a magical adventure. How lovely. Also, I didn't end it before, after the Moonlight Butterfly. But I didn't really have any good cutscene to phase it out, and... Get out. Nobody loves you. You fucking Mossman. Yeah, you've heard of Mothman, now you can hear of Mossman. Also, there is something important there, which is that little gecko bitch. And you definitely want to get that, but it's going to try to run away. But if you catch it just before it, especially with the slide, and especially with anything that has like a downward arc, then it interrupts it. Even if it already faded out of existence, if it's 1 millisecond fast enough, then you should be fine. There is a bow here, if I remember correctly. Yes, and some leather stuff. If you're a gimp, you might like that. That's the way. Oh no, it did take health off of me. Top up, it's important. Also, if you want the dexterity, if you're going for dexterity all dodge build, then there is the grass shield. Although if you're going for one of those, then you probably already played through the game and know exactly. Why am I trying to fight in the worst spot imaginable? Just come up. Should I use sorcery? Well, it is a spear one, and the spear ones are difficult. It doesn't have a word, the stronger spear, I don't think, so that's why it's used. Oh yeah, because it's the Silver Knight and not the Black Knight. Oof. These things are easy to line up backstabs on if they are alone, which I didn't showcase because I cheaped out the other one completely. Although this is also a method of just cheaping them out. And that's how you kill this fucker. No spear for me, that's sad. Although it is a rare drop, so makes sense. Just drop this crust shield, which will be useful right now, because we are going to come over here, rest at this bonfire, level up my dexterity once, because I feel like it, and just go nude. Don't worry about it. And you also want the grass killer shield, put it on your back, and you're going to charge off to your death right now, because I doubt you'll be able to kill Havel on your first playthrough, on the first try, but this is basically the best setup. This isn't really the best setup because this is a slow weapon, but it is a pretty good setup. The grass crush shield is actually very well placed over here, because you can't block. You'll see why you can't block any of his attacks just by looking at the attacks. Hopefully they don't touch me, because if that attack touches you, any of them, you're dead. No matter how good your armor is, even if you're wearing the same armor as he is, even if you have a fuck ton of health, even if you're blocking, he will insta-kill you. Cause he's fucking Havel, bro, and he doesn't give a shit. That being said, he is bro, but make sure you run. Havel, are you feeling okay? Backstabbing him is also a very viable tactic. I don't know why I was blocking there. I just said that blocking is fucking pointless. Just instinct. This is gonna be a long fight. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. By the way, you see that weapon he's wielding? That's the literal tooth of a fucking dragon. His armor is made of rock. That's where he got his name from, Havel the Raw damage. I don't think you can lure him out, but that doesn't really help you, because outside there's actually a Hydra, which likes shooting stuff at you, which will very quickly kill you. Anyway, I probably should use sorcery, but because Havel's armor is less resistant to sorcery than it is physical attacks, but it's still rather resistant. Nevertheless, I think I'll try it because of the sheer slowness of my weapon. Or I might just go over to another weapon. A halberd might be good, but the halberd has reach, but it's also very slow. So why do I run like my legs don't work so good? I rolled the game. I rolled, but okay. That's bullshit. Of the highest caliber. And I would like to talk to the manager. Anyway, let's talk about why he's here, because I have nothing other to do, right? So basically what happened is that Gwyn, I'm not actually, I think, well, I'm not actually sure why he's there, but I know he was one of Gwyn's men, and he was one of the main people who brought dragons to near extinction. There's a couple of them left, and we'll meet the last true dragon left. And Havel was basically one of the strongest motherfuckers in the world. And instead of like sacrificing basically everyone else who would have really easily fucking died against him, like Ornstein Smog just bitch slapped easily. He could fucking take all of them at once, in my opinion, but I'm a Havel fanboy. So instead he just locked him here. Might also have been that he... Oh my god, that actually staggered Havel. Weird. Um, so he just locked it in here. It might also be that he actually didn't want to kill him, because they were friends at some point. I'm gonna die! They were friends at some point in time. That's why Havel trusted him, and why it was so sad that he got betrayed, because Havel was the best boy around. And it is really sad I rolled into that, nearly, because I'm a fucking fool! Also watch out, because that dragon has a long reach. Was that it? Is he dead? He might be dead. Now he's dead. I'm sorry, Havel, I love you, but... I needed your ring, yeah. Your ring is the best. And now, let's equip actual armor. Now I'm fat. I really don't understand. Anyway, let's go over to some leather armor then. Nah, I'm not fat rolling. But I look fucking retarded. And I really hate this helmet. I'm just gonna not use it and instead equip this. Oh, come on. I guess I'll have to wear it even though it looks so dumb on me. Oh yeah. Video end.